Hello guys, welcome to the show. I'm Natalie Rice. I've got two guests today to help me out with the picks of the day, Friday 7th there across all World Cup qualifiers. I've got Alex from needfortips.com and sports betting writer Nigel Seeley. If you want to also go and head on over to his Twitter at Seeley_Nigel. Is that correct, Nigel?
It is, Natalie. Thank you very much.
All right, wonderful stuff. Guys, thanks for being here. And have you got any strong favourites? I'm going to start with you, Nigel. Any sort of like strong favourites for Friday?
Well, the first game I want to take on, get involved in, is Hungary v Switzerland. I think this is going to be a bit of a bore fest. I think both sides will be delighted with a point after the starts they've made in the competition. I think the draw, as we've mentioned already when we previewed this game, is a huge runner. But I think under 2.5 goals here is tremendous value. I think it's a little bit short, around about 1.6 for a lot of people. But if you're doing a weekend accumulator, this would be my banker bet of the weekend. Switzerland's are just so notoriously bad. Every one of their games in the European Championships was under 2.5 goals. They did beat Portugal 2-0, but away from home at a Hungary game with as well. I'm going for under 2.5 goals in Hungary, Switzerland as my banker this weekend.
There we go, Alex. That's his banker. Do you agree there? Under 2.5 goals.
I don't want to go to the goals market, but I have a really strong favorite in this game. Hungary is a very poor team. I'm watching them for the last period of time. Switzerland are my favorites for this game. 2.35, the best value that I found all over the bookies. I think that it will be maybe 1-0 for Switzerland, and hopefully both of our tips will come as a winner.
All right. What have you got, Alex, that you would say that you would be your banker?
I have some nice tips from European World Cup qualification for that day. I'm seeing Luxembourg versus Sweden. Sweden to win with minus 1.5 Asian handicap at around 2.04. I know that Luxembourg started to be a better team, let's say, not a good team, a better team than in the past, where when someone was playing with them 6-0, 7-0, even 10-0, they lost a couple of years ago, but I think that Sweden is very strong for Luxembourg at this time, so they can cover the minus 1.5 Asian handicap. I have another I have two bets more for the European World Cup qualifying, Belgium versus Bosnia. Both teams to score at an odd of 2. We double our money with this. I think that Belgium is strong favorites for this game. But I think that Bosnia will make it a tough match for Belgium to win, and I think that they will score also. And another, the last one from Europe is Greece versus Cyprus. I really like Roma versus Lazio when they're playing. Something like that is a really good game for these two sides. Again, I'm going also with both teams to score here around 2.45. This all come from European qualification.
Right. Well, Nigel and I've just been previewing these matches, actually. I think we slightly different here. On the Greece versus Cyprus, I like Greece -1. I'm not sure if Cyprus can score. And then you mentioned there Belgium versus Bosnia-Herzegovina. You're going for both teams to score. Nigel, were we talking about a win to 0? What was your pick there?
Yeah, I think we mentioned Belgium. It wasn't a high conviction pick. I mean, I do agree on the Greece-Cyprus game. I think Cyprus will score. Greece will concede a goal against Gibraltar, so they've got a chance of conceding against Cyprus as well. It's a huge derby game. Cyprus will be up for this match, as Alex said there. Huge incentive for them to beat one of their neighbours as well. So it's a huge cup final for them. So I do like that one. I think both teams will score. I wouldn't be surprised to see both sides having a few people yellow carded and maybe even a sending off in that game as well. It'd be a very fiery one.
And then also the Belgium versus Bosnia-Herzegovina. What did you like in that match?
I didn't have much of a strong view, but I did think Belgium would win. But I thought there might be a test. I thought Belgium would win it to 0 just by the 1 goal or maybe 2 goal. But I mean, defensively, Belgium have been quite solid in the last couple of games. So I thought that Bosnia may not offer a threat, but it wasn't one of my strongest bets of the weekend. So I'll go with Alex.
All right then. And what other sort of, you said you've got a couple of other strong bets. What else are you looking at, Nigel?
Well, I like the South American qualification. I like Paraguay at home to Colombia. I mean, Paraguay at home are just always very hard to beat. They haven't lost at home in 3 years. They're unbeaten in the last 10. Colombia away from home aren't as good as they are at home as well in Colombia. So I know the recent fixtures in major tournaments don't look like Paraguay have money great shakes, but at home they're tremendous. Away from home they're pretty poor. My only reservation there is it may be a draw. They did draw in their two of their last 3 home games against Brazil and Argentina. So I like Paraguay draw no bet at 2.0. So we get our money back if it's a draw, and we win double our money if Paraguay win this game. I just don't fancy Colombia to win the game.
All right. Now, obviously, we've got one World Cup qualifier, Africa, playing on Friday. We've got Ghana versus Uganda from Group E. It's their round 3 opener. Ghana 1.22, draw 6, and then Uganda 10. What does anybody have any bets for this match? Because I've got one that I quite like. Has anybody else got one first?
If we go with the trend, we can say under 2.5 goals. But you know that we never go with the trend. It's a very hard match to predict. But I want to say something about the Paraguay versus Colombia that Nigel was talking about. He has a point, Paraguay being very good at home. But I think that the best value is not on Paraguay to win. I think that Colombia will score in this one. Paraguay for sure they will, because they are a very strong side when they're playing home. Both teams to score comes around 1.95, the best odds. So we almost double our money also with that tip.
Yeah, I like that one as well. I have to say, though, on the Ghana versus Uganda, I actually do like the under 2.5 goals here. Just looking their last head-to-head, last one 1-0, and then they drew 1-1 the time before that. I think it's going to be very close. I'm even looking at like half-time draw, Ghana full-time 3.25, or the under 2.5 goals.
Yep, of the stats, agree with you totally, Natalie. In this game, the two sides of I think they've never played in a game that's seen more than 2.5 goals. So yes, that is a get. But of all the week's football matches, Ghana against Uganda is well low on my list of priorities this weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. Either mine. I don't think that I'm gonna pass this match, even though the trend is with under 2.5 goals. I think that I will pass this match.
All right, great stuff, guys. Thanks so much for coming on here, being a sport and sharing your tips Friday the 7th. For our viewers, stay tuned for more videos throughout the week for World Cup qualifiers. Guys, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.